What's good, guys? It's Sam here, just showing you a little bicep. I wanted to talk about some of the minor changes I still have some protein over here. Look what happened earlier today. Made a mess. And I wasted protein. I don't like wasting protein. So, I wonder if that's still good. It's from earlier. I wanted to talk about some of the minor changes that I'm making going into this coming week. Today's, I think, the 2nd of February. So I do grocery shopping once a week. And some of the changes that I made going into this week. So first of all, if this is your first time here, make sure you press that subscribe button. And you just gently tap on that thumbs up button right there. While you're flexing. Just do it while you're flexing. If you can just go tap on that and then send me a picture on Instagram. Also, link in the description. And show me you tapping on the thumbs up button with that bicep peak popping. And I'm cutting for vacation in about 2 weeks. Vacation. Actually, I think it's about 12 days. I'm going to be going to more than likely, I think, Costa Rica with my girlfriend. So some of the changes I made this week. Last week I was eating about 2 pounds of beef per day, about a pound of chicken, and turkey bacon. A couple weeks ago, if you have been following along, I switched from regular bacon to turkey bacon to reduce the total amount of calories I was eating per day. So this week, what I did, I do 2 things, right? So I'm going to be continuing to cut for 12 more days, but I want to do 2 things. I want to always be increasing the variety for the micronutrients and just overall of where the macronutrients come from, because you're going to get other benefits from the food than just the macronutrients. So you're going to get micronutrients, which is all the phytonutrients plus all of the vitamins and minerals. So the macronutrient, the supply of the macronutrients, I'm constantly changing those up. Plus, I did chest earlier today. Got me out of breath for a second. So, not only am I changing the source fairly often for the macronutrients, but I'm also changing it for the micronutrients. So this week, what I did and then also because I'm cutting, I'm reducing calories just a little bit at a time. I have no idea what I was at, but if I had to make a guess what I was at a couple weeks ago, 2 pounds of beef, even if it's 85-15 or 90-10, I don't know, fucking high as fuck, maybe probably 38 to 4,700 in that range in terms of calories per day. But if anybody wondering, I'm about 6'2", I'm just under 6'2", and paper sticking to my foot. Kind of like a slug, but it's a piece of paper. Fuck you. So the micronutrients and the macronutrients, I've changed those up constantly. I'm always looking to add in more micronutrients. And the thing that I changed this week, for the calorie perspective, to continue that decline from say 3,800 to 4,800 calories down to up until I'm going on vacation. So this week I switched the whole milk to 2%. So I think the 2% has 130 calories per serving. Yeah. So it's a small change, right? But you don't need drastic changes. You just need commitment to stick with it. So I switched my whole milk, which is 150 calories per serving. I have 2 with my protein shake. So 2 cups, 16 ounces of milk fit in here, and then 1 scoop of protein with 30 grams in there. So the protein consumption is the same. You might be cutting back on some of the good fat in terms of CLAs and whatnot, but it's for a short period of time, so I'm willing to do that to reduce the number of calories to allow myself to cut more, and I want to be pretty lean when I'm going on vacation. So cut that back. So that's 2, right? So that's only 40 calories right there. And then what else did I do? The beef, right? So beef tends to have a high calorie count to that. And also, beef, from my perspective, is way harder for my body to digest. I like that from the standpoint that I get a continuous stream of amino acids going into my blood throughout the day. But I think going with maybe a pound a day, but taking a little bit at a time. So if I know that I'm going to have a large amount of a big break from, say, I'm going to have a meeting at fucking 9 and I won't be able to eat again until 1 o'clock, having maybe some chicken and some beef right like, you know, 8:45, so that way that I get a continuous stream of amino acids coming into my blood throughout that time period, because the beef takes way longer for my body to digest than it does for the chicken. So then when I get to 1 o'clock, I can have something, maybe I'll have a little bit of a quicker digesting protein to get that spike right away, and then also have that with a regular meal. I wouldn't have a shake. I generally only have 1 shake a day, but just giving you some of my thoughts on how I think about it. Another thing that I added in and switched up this week, if you've been paying attention, you know that I switch up the tomatoes I use, I switch up the onions I use, so I'm using red onions, I switch that. I also got these. These are peppers, but they're the colorful peppers. Generally speaking, having more colorful vegetables tends to be a good thing. There tends to be other types of nutrients in them that is not necessarily found in large quantities in other vegetables or other foods in general. So I added those in, and I actually just dropped the tomatoes for this week just to see what it's like. Also, I'm just gonna sit here and look at my fridge past my camera right here. You can kind of tell I'm almost looking at the camera, but I'm just looking past it. I added in eggs, so I've got 3 dozen eggs, which I'll have this week. Hummus. Hummus is fucking delicious. So it's a pine nut hummus, but it's just so fucking delicious. Because I was dropping down the beef that has a higher fat content, I added in the eggs, because then I can get the fat from the eggs without and eggs are like super easy for me to digest. I used to drink a carton of egg whites twice a day because it's 50 grams of protein. It was like fucking amazing. I feel like I should have fat with it at the same time, but I didn't do that at the moment. Also, I have a greens mix, which is an organic greens mix, which is actually cheaper at Aldi's than it is at Walmart. And it's got fucking spinach, lettuce of some sort, and it's got a purple lettuce in there. Generally speaking, dark leafy vegetables are good, but also the maroon, the reds are very good. So I have that this week. Let me see if I have anything else for the calorie standpoint. That was about it. I'm still gonna stay with the turkey bacon for this week, and that was about it. Also, quick update on the things that I put into my food from a micronutrient standpoint, from a spices and a herb standpoint. Not only so this is I would say this is probably, I would say, a mistake, but really just like an opportunity for me to learn of what I did in the past. I didn't use any spices or herbs. It was fucking like maybe salt and sriracha. But you're missing out on the opportunity to allow your body and your organs and your fucking mind that needs all these micronutrients to just operate at a higher fucking level. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've got 11 different things that I've used. So my fucking hack here, what I've started doing, chia seeds. So sometimes with chia seeds and these are flax seeds, they're golden roasted flax seeds. But what I've been doing is I'll cook with those. And so sometimes when you cook and you'll meal prep and you put it into a container and then you'll put it in the fridge and you'll have it the next day, the container's it's like snot at the bottom, kind of. So it's very watery, but sometimes it's like a gooey watery. So I didn't do this to take care of it. This is just a side effect of adding the chia seeds. The chia seeds, once you submerge them in something, they like get, I don't know, 5 to 6 times the size that they are. And if you've never had chia seeds before, like, first of all, go Google them and see what they are, but they're fucking tiny. It's like a papaya or a poppy seed. They're just really, really small. And so I've been adding those in. You don't really notice anything in their flavor, but chia seeds and flax seeds are excellent for you. So I've been adding in like a tablespoon or a tablespoon and a half of each one of those to my meals for the day. And I'm just adding in things like that so that I can just continually think about ways that I can keep diversifying on a continual basis the amount of nutrients I'm getting and the source of the nutrients that I'm getting. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. If you feel bad for this protein that I wasted earlier when I was making a mess, make sure you press that thumbs up button. Or if you think that wasting protein is a bad thing, maybe, no, just press the thumbs up button. Thank you. Peace.